dragon, I'd be wholly unimpressed. My knife! I stuck it in the... It's really a shame that all this beautiful scenery is wasted on these fools. at your pick. Isn't this lovely, living underground like rats? The mighty dragon.
Light it up!
You get all the fun. Could you take me out and wave me at the next group of cultists? I shall have to scour the memory of cultist lips from it if I'm ever to drink from it again. We have everything we need. Now, the altar should be up top somewhere. Hurry! Hurry! If memory serves, this is the cult leader's squalid domain. Be careful, darling.
You cannot stop us! Dragons will once again rule the skies!
It feels so good to be back in my body. Flesh and blood. A beating heart. It would truly have been a shame to keep all of this beauty locked away in a silly doll for eternity. I owe you a great debt. I wouldn't think too hard about it if I were you. This kind of magic is often more palatable when not dissected. The long and short of it is that it worked, and you've restored me to my true self. Yes, darling, thanks to you. My rather enviable body is restored, and so sorry excuse for cultists no longer have a hold of me. Please, take this. It's not every hero that stops to help a talking doll. You've more than earned a reward. I didn't realize how much I missed the cold. The wind biting my cheeks is like a kiss from an old lover. Or a new lover. It's invigorating. You have my eternal gratitude for what it's worth. First, I'm going to make the bastards who did this to me pay. Then, I think I'll take a long, hot bath, stuff myself on sweets and mead, and then perhaps find someone to warm my bed. Humiliating. Reduced to a child's plaything. I never thought I'd sink so low. Oh, and dreadfully boring, too. All I could do was stare at the wall and think about how much I hated it. And there were so many itches I could not scratch. Certainly not after what you've done to them here. They'd be licking their wounds for months if I didn't intend to make sure none of the remaining survive. The time of the dragon coat is long over. They should be thanking us for reminding them. Oh, fine. Think of me as a powerful, stunningly beautiful enforcer of justice. I see evil in the world, and I eradicate it as I see fit. My methods could be viewed as unsavory by some, but perhaps the same could be said of you.
Harvest begins. Lots of one pike will not dispel this ritual. More souls! More! And join your comrade gods in this world. You are weevils among cordwood. Irritating. Nothing more. The other storms. You won't live to see them. A meaningless victory. You've destroyed one of hundreds. Your struggle is doomed to failure.
Yeah.
Damn it, Urzik, the chief. We can't risk letting those monsters out. Think about the rest of the clan.
We're orcs, those, Greg. I'm not about to tuck tail while our kin fight for their lives. This isn't your business, stranger. Malak's jawbone, how did you even get in here? It doesn't matter. I've got this insubordinate worm to deal with. My people are trapped in the mine and need help. If he doesn't fall in line, it's his funeral. An accident. Or at least, I hope it was an accident. Either way, what I need right now is for Overseer Thulsgreg to follow orders and talk some sense into his fool wife, Mazog. She hid the key to the mines, and I aim to know where. When the mine collapsed, strange creatures from below stormed the tunnels. Mazog locked the door to the mine to keep them contained. But by doing that, she trapped a handful of survivors inside. Try if you want, but know this. I'll do what I have to get that key. The clan won't like it. They're frustrated as it is. But as chief, I'm bound to do what's best for the stronghold. If what's best for the clan is Thulsgreg on a pike, so be it. Good luck making him see reason. You'll need it.
If you're here to convince me to turn over the key, save your breath. It's too risky to expose the stronghold to attack. Urzik knows this, but she's too stubborn to admit it. Mazog hid the key for good reason. That's all I've got to say about it. Of course I am. Those orcs are my kin, same as Urzik. But we have to face facts. They're probably dead. Chief Urzik thinks she can solve every problem with her damned alchemy, but enough is enough. I won't allow her to endanger the stronghold. She uses potions that dissolve stone. It makes mining quicker work, sure, but it's not our way, and it's dangerous. I'd bet my tusks that her alchemy's to blame for the collapse. Meanwhile, my wife's locked in a cage. How's that for irony? In a storeroom beneath the longhouse. Now listen, I don't want you trying to break her out. Neither of you would make it out of the stronghold alive. But you can talk to her if you want. You should hear her side of the story. Fair warning, she's stubborn. More stubborn than I am, so watch out. That obvious, huh? For years, my family ruled the stronghold. When my father passed, the role of chief should have fallen to me. Urzik's challenge for the title was an affront to the traditions this clan has survived on for generations. We abandoned our people's cruder customs long ago. People marry who they wish, for instance. But the traditions we kept are sacred. We honor the code. Tradition sustains and protects us. But Chief Urzik ignores any rule or custom she pleases. No, maybe. Truth is, she challenged me in combat and I lost. But only because of her alchemical tricks. I would have defeated her if she fought like a true orc, with her fists and her sword. It's not just me. Most of the clan's uneasy with it. Orcish culture is built on tradition, hard work. Without that, we're nothing. We've mined for generations using nothing but pick and spade. To turn our backs on that is just foolish. Yes and no. Sure, we collect twice the ore in half the time, but it's dangerous. We're miners, not mages. Nobody knows what the tusk they're doing with that stuff. A disaster like this was inevitable. Progress is slow, but steady.
Another distraction. I can't remember her name. The pretty one with the beard.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
If you're here to get me to tell you where the key to the mine is, you're out of luck. Unlike our chief, I care about the safety of our clan. We should never have used alchemy in the first place. I knew this was where Urzik's methods would lead. Doesn't matter now. If Chief Urzik gets her way, she'll open the mine and those creatures will run riot all over the stronghold. Orcs are supposed to jump at a glorious death. But I've seen enough death to know there's nothing glorious about it. And Chief Urzik doesn't make idle threats. Fine, I'll tell you where the key is. But first you'll do something for me. I want my people to have a fighting chance if the worst comes to pass. If those monsters escape, we'll have to abandon the stronghold. We'll need our strength. I set traps outside the walls. Take the game from them to the camp north of here. Then I'll tell you where the key is. Good. You can take the side entrance out of here. It's tucked away in the back. Just don't let anyone see you, all right?
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Thank you, stranger. That meat will do us good. So you're back. Did you do what I asked?
Good. I know it seems like a small thing, but knowing that the clan will have a fighting chance if we have to flee gives me more comfort than you could know. I hid it on top of the watchtower. The fate of this clan is in your hands now, outsider. I hope my trust isn't misplaced.
Yeah!
Do you have the key? We're wasting valuable time. Did you recover the key? Good. I don't know how you convinced her, but I don't care. Now we can get inside and rescue my people. Maybe we'll even get lucky and find out how this tragedy occurred in the first place. No surprise there. The fact is, my stone melt solution is completely safe. Mazog has never liked my methods or my leadership. She worries like an elf 3 times her age. If she or Thulsgreg had even a mouse's courage, they'd be thanking me. No. She's insubordinate, fretful, but she'd never put her kin in danger. Sabotage isn't in her nature, or Thulsgreg's. Give me the key, we're wasting time. You there. Are there other survivors? Where's Foreman Muga?
I haven't seen Muga since the cave-in, Chief. The rest are in hiding. The mines are completely overrun.
All right. Search the tunnels. Let's find the others.
Finally. We've been waiting for relief for hours. You know I'd help fight the monsters off if not for this damned leg. Doesn't matter. I'm ready to get out of here. None of this would have happened if the chief... Never mind. She keeps leaning on us to find new veins of ore, but it's nearly dry. We can't produce what doesn't exist. That damn stone melt solution was supposed to speed up the mine expansion, but it went crazy. Now we've got this to contend with too.
Thank Moloch. I thought I would die down here. Who came with you? The chief? Greg? Just wondering if they could bury the hatchet long enough to get us out of this. That business between them is going to come to a head sooner or later. I say let's get it over with. This whole disaster is their fault. Both of them.
Well, you're not a slit-faced goblin thing or a giant bug. Good news for me, eh? Been stuck here since the collapse. And let me tell you, those things are everywhere. I hope the other workers don't blame the chief for this. Because it's not her fault. Her expectations for mine output are reasonable, generous even. But some of Greg's cronies are never satisfied. I heard rumors that some miners were changing the stone melt recipe to increase our output. I don't know. This is rumor, you know? The idea is that a stronger potion could cut through more stone, lighten the work a bit. But Chief Urzek's recipe is very specific. If someone did mess with it, it would have been guesswork.
Stealing stone, am I glad to see you. I thought we were done for. Listen, there are still miners that need help. They're trapped behind a tunnel collapse down below. I tried to dig them out, but those creatures started gathering. I had to run. It's at the entrance to a new dig site. A good one. Plenty of ore in there. I don't know what caused the cave-in. I just heard the rumble and saw the others haul ours to the exits. I tried to help my kin, but those stones are just too big.
We'll never get to them in time at this rate. We need to dissolve the stone.
Open your eyes, Urzek. It's too unstable. We can't risk a larger collapse.
Greg mews like a dog while our kin fight for their lives. Attacking the stone with pick and spade is asinine. We have to make our way through with the stone melt solution. Looks like these damn creatures scattered the ingredients all over the place. I'm not about to send these miners back into harm's way. So how about it, outsider? Can you track the ingredients down and bring them back? Mixing the 3 reagents together creates a potent alchemical solvent. It's perfectly safe, but it does work quickly, so be prepared to move. Just follow my instructions on the table over there. It contains a list of everything you need. We'll lose precious time, so don't make a mistake. Don't fret, all right? The instructions are simple. That's why I'm having you prepare it instead of doing it myself. I need to show the clan that anyone can do this, even an outsider. No offense. Just like anything else, in battle, I served the Covenant for a while, and I met a sapper who could collapse castle walls with potions. Made me uncomfortable at first, just like this lot. But then I started studying and realized its potential. It did. But not everything used in war is fundamentally destructive. If I could just get my clan to understand the value of it. To be a chief is to be frustrated, all the time. I just hope we can all learn something here.
Keep at it! No one stops digging until we break through!
Perfect. Now pour the solution onto the rocks blocking the entrance. Well done. Can your shovels and pickaxes compete with that, Greg?
Even a blind edgetair finds a pumpkin once in a while. It was luck and nothing more, Chief.
Jawbone. What happened in here? No time to mull it over. If anyone knows, it'll be Muga. He was probably on the scaffolding managing the evacuation. Head up there and look for him. I've never seen anything like this. That fissure. Did the stone melt really do all this? Doesn't matter. We have miners to save. By my count, 3 orcs are still missing, including the foreman Muga. He's tough as an Orsinium anvil. He survived. I'm sure of it. Like I said, he probably barked out orders from the scaffolding. Better vantage point up there. You search the top, and I'll look for the other miners below. And hey, one other thing. Make sure you find out what he knows about all this. I need the full story. I need to know who's to blame. Even if it's me. No telling what's crawling around in here. Fight well, all right? Go.
Hey! Finally, a friendly face. I knew Chief Urzik wouldn't just sit around and let us die. Came close, though. Almost went down the hole when the scaffolding collapsed. Good thing I'm so nimble, huh? Wish I could tell you. Mazog, Narzba, and Blograth were getting ready to bore out a new path with the stone mount. Mazog came running back a few minutes later. Then it happened. The mine shook like a wet dog, and the whole tusking place came down. I don't know. I've been a foreman long enough to know when hope's lost. But here I am hoping. I think they made it to the scaffolding, but I'm not sure. I hope you'll do me another favor and look for them. If they survived, they'll need a hand.
Everyone made it out except for the 3 down here. Any luck finding them? Find any proof of the chief's carelessness? What? No, there has to be some mistake. Mazog would never hurt the clan on purpose. She only tries to protect us. You see? Chief Urzik is just as much to blame. She should have explained this alchemy properly. She should have eased our work schedules. We can argue about who's right later. Right now, we need to focus on getting out of the mine. We'll have to fight through those creatures again. There's another entry point this way. You just need to make a path for us. I'll help Muga and follow as soon as it's clear.
Use the stone melt solution on the boulders and get us out of here.
Chief Urzik, we don't need to do this in public.
I need to know. Everyone needs to know what happened down there, Tholsgreg. This clan has suffered enough resentful whispers and bad blood. It's time to clear the air.
Please, just listen. Mazog would never put the clan in danger on purpose. She was misguided, and she acted rashly, but she was only trying to meet the chief's demands. When Urzik finds out, Mazog shouldn't suffer for trying to protect her kin. She'll suffer the blood price. It's how we punish our own. Rather than imprison them or make them unfit to work, we extract the tusks of those who failed the clan. Better than the bloodletting, I guess. But it's said to be excruciating. She'll take pleasure in it, unless you persuade her otherwise. Please, just Talk to her. Convince her not to punish Mazog. Urzik may be blinded by her anger, but she bears some of the blame too. A failure in the clan is a failure of the chief.
The clan survives. Barely. We couldn't have done it without your help. I don't say this often, but thank you. Now tell me, did you find anything while you were down there? Anything that might explain how all this happened? Damn it! I suspected as much, but I really hoped I was wrong. She's given me no choice. I must invoke the blood price. Mazog's actions led to the death of her kin and the near collapse of our stronghold. I will remove her tusks myself. Ah! Of course Thulsgreg blames me. He always blames me. I brought this clan, this family, back from the brink. I gave us a second chance. I pushed too hard. This is what being a chief looks like. If our roles were reversed, what would you do? I'm inclined to agree. Thulsgreg always argues in favor of tradition. The Code of Malakath demands repayment in blood. Without discipline and accountability, this stronghold falls apart. Thank you. Please take this as a token of our friendship. This was a tragedy, but even disasters like this are opportunities for growth. I won't take any pleasure in Mazog's punishment, but hopefully, this small cruelty will help prevent another catastrophe. She might even learn something. I know I have. Rebuild. I'll work with Muga and the others to improve our processes in the mine. Reiterate the advantages, while taking their concerns into consideration. Taking Mazog's tusks is just the first step to restoring order and moving forward. That will take time. Our clan knows those tunnels better than anyone. We're in no condition to mount a full assault, but with planning and the right alchemical concoctions, we should be able to selectively cave in the shafts that are overrun. You're right. We will. But part of being an orc is starting with less. We'll find new deposits, maybe stretch our operation to the hills east of the stronghold. The Nords won't like it, but you know what I say to that. Tough.
Damn it! Mazog doesn't deserve this. She's a good, honest orc. She only wanted to help. Chief Urzik will rip out her tusks, and Mazog will forever bear the mark of shame. I wish I could have protected her. All right. No, I don't think so. Mazog is my wife. To see her hurt, disfigured, it's a pain few could bear. But we're orcs. We bear burdens and keep moving. We'll work through it. We'll show both the chief and the clan how tough we really are.
Hear your chief. The evidence is clear. Mazog is to blame for the mine disaster. I will take the blood price.
No!
I'm sorry, Thulsgreg. Tradition demands it.